Maura Murray was born on May 4th, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts. She grew up in a family that valued education and perseverance, characteristics that were evident in her academic record. By all accounts, she was a bright and ambitious individual. However, life for Maura was not without its challenges. In the months leading up to her disappearance, she faced personal struggles, including a recent breakup and academic pressures. Friends later reported that Maura had shown signs of distress. In the days leading up to February 9th, Maura had been acting strangely and had confided in her friends that she was feeling overwhelmed. She even checked her grades on the university's portal and had concerns about her academic performance. On the morning of February 9th, 2004, Maura packed her belongings in a seemingly hurried manner. She told her professors she was taking a week off to deal with a family issue, though her family later stated they were unaware of any such issue. It was later revealed that she had no classes on that day, and she didn't intend to tell anybody where she was going. Around 1 p.m., Maura withdrew $280 from an ATM machine and purchased several items, including alcohol, at a nearby liquor store. She then drove her black 1996 Saturn sedan north toward New Hampshire. Cell phone records later showed that she had tried to call friends but was unable to reach them. Around 7:27 p.m., Maura's car was found abandoned on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire, known as the Concomigus Highway. A passing motorist saw her car swerving and subsequently crashing into a snowbank. The vehicle was locked, and inside, police discovered Maura's belongings, including her driver's license, credit cards, and a bouquet of flowers. Notably, her personal items included her laptop, which further deepened the mystery. Witnesses reported seeing a petite woman believed to be Maura standing near the vehicle shortly after the crash. However, when the police arrived on the scene, Maura was nowhere to be found. A search and rescue operation was initiated, and local law enforcement, along with volunteers, searched the area extensively. The search for Maura involved numerous law enforcement agencies and lasted for days. Search and rescue teams combed through the surrounding woods and mountains, using tracking dogs and helicopters, but no sign of Maura was uncovered. As the days turned into weeks, the focus turned to gathering any clues that could explain Maura's disappearance. Investigators examined her computer and discovered that Maura had researched information about hiking in New Hampshire and even looked into nearby boarding houses. They also found out about her attempts to purchase a bus ticket to Canada the day before she disappeared. This raised suspicions about whether she intended to leave her life behind. Maura's family was devastated by her disappearance. Her father, Fred Murray, became an active figure in seeking justice for his daughter. He questioned the investigation, suggesting that police were not doing enough to find Maura. The family hired private investigators, and their determination to keep Maura's case in the public eye brought attention to the case over the years. Several theories emerged regarding Maura's disappearance. Voluntary disappearance. Some speculated that Maura may have intentionally vanished to escape her problems, pursuing a new life. The research found on her computer and her sudden departure seemed to support this theory, but family and friends found it inconsistent with her character. Accident or foul play. The other major theory is that Maura was involved in some sort of accident after leaving her vehicle. Given the harsh New England winter, it's possible she succumbed to the elements. Local residents and investigators also raised concerns about the possibility of foul play, given the secluded area in which her vehicle was found. The suspicious man. Witness accounts vary about a possible truck driver seen in the area around the time of Maura's disappearance. Some claim the man had been acting suspiciously. However, this lead ultimately went cold. The case garnered significant media attention, making Maura's story known far beyond New Hampshire. Several documentaries, podcasts, and articles have been produced about her disappearance, helping keep her case alive in the public consciousness. In the years following her disappearance, various law enforcement agencies received tips regarding Maura's case. Some individuals claim to have seen a woman matching her description in different towns across New England or even outside the state, but none of these leads panned out. In 2014, the New Hampshire State Police renewed their investigation into Maura's case, hoping to uncover new evidence as forensic technologies advanced. They revisited old leads, conducted interviews, and examined physical evidence again. In an effort to maintain interest in the case, they released comprehensive reports and photos of Maura, publicizing her story in hopes that new witnesses might come forward. As investigators sifting through the information related to Maura's disappearance continued to analyze all possibilities, several more theories about her fate emerged. Accidental death. One prominent theory suggests that after the crash, Maura may have wandered into the woods seeking help. With deep snow and the bitter cold, she could have suffered from hypothermia or succumbed to the environment. Although searchers scoured the area multiple times, the terrain is substantial and challenging, leaving the possibility of her having fallen into a secluded area. Kidnapping. Some theories speculate that Maura may have been abducted after the car crash, given that she was last seen standing near her vehicle. There are concerns about the unknown truck driver seen in the vicinity who may have acted suspiciously, but has not been identified or apprehended. Mental health crisis. It's also been suggested that Maura may have been experiencing significant distress and might have fled the scene to hide from her problems. Mental health struggles can sometimes lead individuals to make impulsive decisions. Family members have discussed how pressures from her studies and personal relationships could have contributed to her state of mind during that time. For Maura's family, each anniversary of her disappearance has been a painful reminder of uncertainty. They have held vigils and awareness campaigns, hoping to keep her case alive in the hearts and minds of the community and beyond. Maura's sisters have especially expressed their desire to ensure that Maura is not forgotten, and they continue their efforts to bring awareness to missing persons in general. Community involvement has also remained strong. Locals have organized searches, fundraisers, and events to help raise funds for further investigations. In 2021, a local bar hosted an event to benefit the search for Maura, featuring local bands and raffles, showcasing how she continues to inspire unity even in her absence. As of 2024, Maura Murray's case remains open and unsolved. New Hampshire State Police continue to receive tips and are committed to pursuing credible information related to her disappearance. The case has also drawn attention from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, reflecting the broader implications she carries for many missing persons. Maura is described as a young woman with a warm smile, kind heart, and a bright future. Her disappearance still evokes strong emotional responses from those who learn about her story. At every milestone, from birthdays to anniversaries of her disappearance, her loved ones post her pictures and stories on social media, hoping to attract new leads that could finally bring closure. The mystery of Maura Murray's disappearance remains a heart-wrenching story of hope, love, and unanswered questions. While the investigation has yet to yield concrete answers, the efforts of her family, friends, and dedicated members of the community continue to keep her case alive. Each story shared, each social media post, and each podcast episode keeps Maura's memory and the quest for justice for her alive. In the end, Maura's story reflects the complexities and challenges of cases involving missing persons. It highlights the importance of community involvement, the persistent pursuit of truth, and advocates for mental health awareness. The unresolved nature of her case invites people to consider the many narratives behind missing persons and serves as a reminder that beneath every headline lies an individual with loved ones desperately seeking answers. As the years go by, Maura's family hopes to find closure and the truth about what happened on that fateful day. Although time marches on, the search for Maura Murray and any leads connected to her case